Welcome back to your favorite channel. It's the PBC, Pelican Bay's Corner, where I'm giving it to you fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it and some ain't. You know I really don't care who don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give it to them fair and unbiased. So big salute to all the pet lovers out there all across the globe, from the top to the bottom, from the left to the right, all of the continents. Everybody that's taking care of them pets and doing what they gotta do. Today's topic is Pelican Bay was a yard man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna address that, which really don't need no addressing. But I'm gonna talk about it. Just make some content. These brothers want to give me content. I'm gonna show you how you create content off the flunkies in your comments. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta watch the junkies channels to try to get myself mad, or I'm just gonna comment on my own comments and make content with it. Salute to everybody that's taking care of them pets out there, no matter where you at. All my brothers and sisters that's down in that chat or riding out, listening, watching, however you doing it. Big thank you to everybody, man. Can't say thank you enough, but let's get into this talk. Pelican Bay was a yard man. Now, this is what I'm trying to figure out. What year was I a yard man? You know, I mean, I told y'all in 10th, 11th grade, we was buying them dogs off of, a matter of fact, 1996 is when Champion Fatty was born. Had the little mate sister to Champion Fatty. You know, had the little mate sister to Champion Fatty, two little mate sisters to Champion Fatty, which was in 1996. He was born. And I told y'all I always remember that because of they made Dog of the Year that year. Now, what was y'all doing in 1996? Let's go ahead and tally it up. What was y'all doing in 1996? I was going to school and I was bulldogging. Now I told y'all once before, this is how much I liked the dogs. I didn't want to get rid of my Kobe dog when I was going to go to Job Corps. I decided to stay here and go ahead and finish school, regular school. But I was getting in trouble in regular school, so I wanted to go to Job Corps because one of my other homeboys had went to Job Corps. Big salute out to my folk, Rasta out there. Rasta, you remember y'all boys went to Job Corps, and it seemed like it was a cool thing to do back then. Oh, my man going out of town, he getting his schooling out of town, almost like going to college. I'm speaking from a high school mind frame, what I was thinking back then, right? So I signed up for it, but I never went. I didn't want to, I didn't want to part ways with my Kobe dog. And truthfully, I don't even know. The woman told me it was Kobe, but I don't know if it was Kobe or not. But I didn't want to part ways with that. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up staying. 96, 97. I told y'all, the first yellow dog I seen roll was that Champion Fatty little mate's sister. And that was in 1996. Speaking for me as a 46-year-old right now. What was you doing in 1996? 1995 and all that had the Cottonham dogs I was telling y'all about, or the Sheba dogs I was telling y'all about. What was you doing in 1995? If you wanna talk about my dog credentials, anybody, and this is for anybody. I can stand toe to toe with anybody when you talk about my age or below. I'm not saying what was Fat Bill doing in 95, what was Brother Garcia doing in 95, what was Going Hard doing in 90. I'm not talking about none of them brothers like that in that age. I'm talking about if you're my age right now, 46 years old, 47 years old, anywhere around that, 45, 44, 40. What was you doing in 1996? Because I was dealing with yellow dogs. Not looking at them, but owning them. Bulldogging. That shit I tell y'all about when I had the mixed breed dog that was boxing pit bull, man, I was in middle school then. That dog lived for a pretty long time. But I was in middle school. What was you doing in 92 when the Persian Gulf War and all that shit hit? What was you doing? A lot of y'all wasn't even fucking born then. And the ones that was, you wasn't thinking about no damn dogs. A lot of y'all wasn't. A lot of y'all was. But they say Pelican Bay was a yard man, so I'm trying to figure out what year was I a yard man. You see, I had a dog named San Quentin. This is where this Pelican Bay Kennel thing came from. Before I even had Pelican Bay Kennel, I had my dogs, but I didn't come up with the name yet. Had a dog named San Quentin. Coming off of that Cottonham Sheba stuff, bred with a termite dog. Oh, oh. So being that I had San Quentin, it made me, I was thinking along them lines back then. That's how I came up with the name Pelican Bay Kennels. See, I had the dog San Quentin before I came up with Pelican Bay. The Frisco dogs that we had before I had Pelican Bay Kennels. Dealing with Garner before I was Pelican Bay in the 90s, the mid 90s, 95, 96. What was you doing in the 90s? Don't bring that yard boy, yard man shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to give it to you. We're going to talk facts. Let's talk facts out here. Can't get these boys to come on live. All you can get them to do is type down, troll in your comments and all that. Can't get them to talk no dogs. You know what I'm saying? I had big salute out to Little Rock. Big salute out to my brother Little Rock. Little Rock asked me, what was the best dog I ever seen? Go. And I thought it was a trick question at the time, but he was the answer that he was gonna give me was the same thing I was thinking. I mean, I wasn't the one to go look at shows. I was the one to roll my dog. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get no kick out of going to look at no damn shows. You can look at a show, but that don't help you advance in the game. You see, it's no different than looking at somebody get in 50 fights, 50 street fights. You looking at your homeboys get in 50 street fights. That ain't helping you get in those street. That ain't helping you learn how to throw them things. You can look at 100 street fights. That ain't helping you throw them things. You gotta have to eventually be in that street fight to learn how to throw them things. You can look at your homeboy get 50 women, plug them down, buck them down, and send them on. You ain't got no experience with women. You got to go out there and do it with the women. You got to go get your own experience. See, that's type brother I was. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the one to go, oh, I want to see this. I want to see this with my dog is what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. That's the only thing I got a kick out of. Seeing something that I'm feeding in my yard, go out there and kick some ass. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? What was you doing in 95? What was you doing in 96? And like I said, I had yard men all my damn life. I'm not even going to call them a yard boys because the men I was dealing with was older than me that I had cleaning up my yard and helping me with my yard and stuff like that. 2 times older than me. So I'm not going to call them yard boys. It was yard men, helping me with my dogs. You know what I'm saying? Had multiple yard men helping me with my dogs throughout my time. Or when I go here, feed this up for me. Feed that up for me. Help me rake this up. Help me clean this up. While I'm doing this, you do that. I can't help y'all brothers. Like I say, you starstruck. A lot of y'all just getting in the game. A lot of y'all trying to cover up for what, say this, or use y'all, I got fired. Man, listen, we're going to touch on a lot of topics in this little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? And salute to the brothers that's just getting up in here. They say PBK was a yard man, and I'm trying to figure out who was our yard man for. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure that shit out. When I put Sambo on Split Is, very first part of 2000. Very first part of the 2000s. What was you doing in this dog game? And I'm talking to anybody that want to answer that question. 2001. When the buildings got hit, what was you doing in the dog game? When the buildings got hit, I seen it. I remember the first building got hit, and I remember watching the news, and I remember after I watched the news, going back and fucking with my dogs. What was you doing? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, man, when it come to yard men, it is what it is. Call it what you want to call it. I was bulldogging. Never been a yard man. Never been starstruck. I've been around stars all my motherfucking life. From the dog men, that's all y'all pedigrees today. Fuck, walk them all. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the red boy shit. This and that and this and that. In your pedigrees today. I've been around rap stars since I've been a fucking young teenager. When I'm going back and forth to New York City, I'm running through the tunnel at 17, 18 years old. Yeah, the tunnel in Manhattan, running through that shit, and as a older teenager, running through them clubs, running through Club Bentleys in Manhattan back in 90, 97, 98. What was you doing back then? I was I was chasing a piece of ass and bulldogging. You know what I'm saying? I can't help what y'all brothers was doing or the next brother was doing. Or would you want yourself to feel good inside by saying something bad about me when at the end of the day all my shit was laid out for you. You know what I'm saying? I give y'all the picture that I keep showing y'all with me and Sambo. A whole picture. See, a lot of y'all won't understand, like I said before, when I show that picture. Because that picture wasn't taken with a cell phone. That picture wasn't taken with a Polaroid. That picture was taken with one of them CVS cameras. I took it to a place downtown Conway that don't even exist no more. Got the film developed. I had some ill pictures outside of that card that you see. I had one made, man. Sambo had such an ill pose. I don't even got none of them pictures no more. Only picture I'm still blessed to have is the one from the card. And I had them in big pictures. You know what I'm saying? What was you doing in 96, 97? You see, I could bring my old ex-girlfriend up here that I was dealing with, that I moved down here from Brooklyn. If it wouldn't be disrespectful to her, the man that she's dealing with now, is the only reason I wouldn't do it. Because I got respect for folk. You know what I'm saying? So I can pull her up here to tell you we had yellow dogs, matter of fact, it was off of Yellow Sun. When I brought her down here and moved her in an apartment, that dog was off of Grand Champion Yellow Sun. His name was Tito. I was bulldogging. Big salute to my man Shady. That'll be home soon. When Shady was walking around with the dog Queen Pen, anybody who knows Shady from my area, Shady had a dog named Queen Pen walking around out there in Legacy. I said, oh, I'm trying to find Bud. I see this brother got a pit. He doing the same thing I'm doing. You know, he bulldogging. And come to find out, we dealing with the same folk, crossroad. I just didn't know him at the time, and we met on that accord. When I was trying to find some bud, and he walking through the projects with his pit, and just so happened I had mine up there, which was a puppy. You know, mine ate through the wall and all kind of stuff because I didn't have him caged properly. I had him in the storage room inside the apartment, you know, and had it blocked off, and he started biting into the wall and all kind of stuff. But what was you doing in these days? You know, when I gave y'all the story just the other day of the pit bulls when the county man came in the woods and everybody ran with their dogs and we went back and got the dogs, said somebody stole them and went back and got them. What was you doing? That was 95, 96, somewhere around that area. It wasn't no 97, I'll tell you that. What was you doing? But you got a nerd to talking about. I was a yard boy, so like I said, I'm gonna make content off of you. You know, make content off of it and give you and make you hate even a little bit more. Cause you understand what you was doing in 95 or what you was doing in 96. You understand you wasn't bulldogging. That's why I don't take no shit from none of y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all forgetting how long ago that was. Oh, we talking about 95. That's 5 years from 2000. It's 2026. That's 31 motherfucking years that I had top echelon bulldogs in my possession. You know, 31 years, my brother. Stay in your lane. When you come to bring that bullshit talk to the bay, man, I tell brothers, when we bred Fatty, Little Mate's sister, back to Fatty, got an all-white puppy. You know Champion Fatty, right? Yeah. Took his Little Mate's sister, bred him back to Fatty, got an all-white puppy off that litter. One puppy came, all white, red nose, no spots on it. The puppy didn't live long. Puppy died. What was you doing, though? So at the end of the day, man, this should be funny to me. This shit be jokes to me when I hear a lot of y'all brothers say this and say that and say this. It all shows how jealous brothers be. It all shows how envious brothers be. It all shows that you should have been bulldogging when I was bulldogging. I can't help I got the love for the dogs, like I told you before. I always loved dogs. Always. You know, my mama them had me with dogs from the time I was in the primary school on up. Not pit bulls, I will say again. You know, not pit bulls. But I had dogs all my damn life. Can be verified. You see? I showed y'all a picture. Let me show you again. Showed you a picture of the first mixed breed pit bull I had. How many of y'all can do that? I showed you the picture of one of the best pit bulls I had. How many of you can do that? Yard man. I'm a yard man. You looking more like the yard man to me. To the brother that dropped that in the comment, or the sister that's thinking that right now. You look more like the yard boy to me. Bulldogging. Man, I done had so many bulldogs, I forget. I have to really sit down and sit with some of the brothers around my way and sit here and talk about these dogs to remember half these damn dogs. Yard boy for Walkmore. Are you crazy? A lot of y'all, like I'll tell y'all brothers, man. Like I told you, the slave mentality is what a lot of these brothers got. This is what a lot of these brothers that's gonna always have them as bottom feeders. What I call them, bottom feeders. You know. So salute to my brother with that Django dog out there. I ain't gotta call your name, fam. Salute to you, big homie. You know, hey, salute to your comment. If you gotta rely on steroids, you ain't got confidence in what you're breeding. And that's just plain out and simple. I mean, put it on all the sports again. If you gotta rely on steroids playing baseball, you ain't confident in your swing game. If you gotta rely on steroids in boxing, you ain't confident in your fists. If you gotta rely on steroids in football, you ain't confident in what you're doing. If you gotta rely on steroids in whatever you're doing, you're not confident. Steroids just prove the lack of confidence. If you're bodybuilding and you gotta rely on steroids, you're not confident in what you can do naturally. It ain't no other way to look at it besides the truth. A lot of y'all scared to take the truth when it comes to these dogs, man. But like I said, when you got your own credentials, your own background, and you really been bulldogging, you can say what the fuck you want to say when you want to say it, how you want to say it. As long as I don't disrespect the folk that ain't disrespecting me. And I really don't disrespect the ones that do. I just give them something else to hate about. You know? And that should be easy because a lot of them ain't got nothing to talk about, period. When y'all was talking about the brothers who was acting like dog men, when I told y'all, when Crossroad told us about the brothers who was acting like dog men, but they was agents, they wasn't informants, they was straight up agents back in the 90s. Man, what was y'all doing back then? You know, what was you doing? That's all I'm asking you. When me and my homeboys was riding around in cars looking for barrels to pull up on brothers, you know, when I pull up at the Mr. Pecan Man house to talk to him about his dogs, and he showed me his dogs in a book, mid 90s. What was you doing? Hell, I just went to 2001 when the buildings hit. I asked you, what was you doing? Everybody remember what they were doing when them buildings got hit. What was you doing? You see, like I said, big salute out to my brother Little Rock, you know what I'm saying? And everybody that be rocking with the Bay, you know. And I had to say this because you came to my mind, Little Rock, when you asked me that question, and it's kind of what I'm talking about now. You know, I was never the one to go watch. I'm always the one to want to do my shit. You know what I'm saying? Too much watching. I ain't got time for that shit, dog. I'm already knee deep in the game. I got something to bring over here. You know? Oh, R.I.P. to my neighbor. R.I.P. to my neighbor that was helping me with my dogs. He wasn't my yard man. He was helping me with my dogs with Sambo. You know what I'm saying? And Bo bit him, but Bo bit him. It was like a real accident. You know what I'm saying? Real accident. He was pulling Bo around the tree trying to untangle him, and he was pulling Bo and he was bent over, and he was trying to untangle his chain from around the tree, and Bo was trying to pull back like he was scared of him, because Bo didn't know him, and Bo launched out and grabbed him around the jaw. He didn't grab him, he bit him like a snap bite. And he wasn't bleeding or nothing. He just had a little mark right there, a little cut. But he had to go to the doctor, and because you always want to go to the doctor when a dog bites you or whatever, you know. But that was my man, 100 grand. What was y'all doing in these days? See, I got stories that I can sit back and come off the dome with. I just gotta sit around the folk that was with me with the stories. A lot of y'all wasn't around, and now I come to find out, a lot of y'all wasn't even bulldogging. Period. So my mind go blank when I'm talking to folk that wasn't even bulldogging. I gotta talk to the folk that was bulldogging. And then Walkamo is y'all hero. Walkamo is motherfuckers that I know bred some great dogs. I'm never starstruck. I don't give a fuck who you was. That's why I say I'm glad I was around high quality dog men that really took the game serious while I was a teenager. Not motherfuckers that just going to dog fights. I'm talking about motherfuckers that actually had the dogs. If Crossroad Kennels was still in the dog game, he would have been bigger than Tom Garner right now. He would have been the #1 breeder. I know for sure with that yellow shit, especially after David Tanton got out. He would have been #1 with the yellow. So I'm glad I had a chance to be around all these bulldoggers. You know what I'm saying? And that shit helped me to be grounded. You know, that shit helped me to not go, oh man, that's Walkamo. Oh man, that's so and so. Oh, let me suck your dick. Oh, this and that. Oh, can I sweep your yard? Oh man, get the fuck out of here, man. Brother got a nerve to say I was fired. Man, that's how you know y'all niggas be hating. Slave mentality. Bottom dwellers. Swampers. I was fired. To this day, I was never fired, what I told y'all before. And if I was, I'm making 3 or 4, 5 times more than what I was making working for them right motherfucker now. You know what I'm saying? Lord work in mysterious ways. You know, Lord work in mysterious ways. Hell, I was already monetized when I stopped working for them. And like I told y'all brothers before, only an idiot would say, oh, I was fired, this and that, and this and that. Folk like DJ Dynamite, I can't help you start bulldogging and walking all the only people that you knew in the bulldog game. I can't help that shit, dog. So I understand why you feel like Django, Cornelius on Django. I understand that shit, DJ Dynamite. But you will never be Walkamo to people who really know Walkamo, ever. I don't give a damn if it's me or somebody in New York, somebody in Texas. People that know Walkamo, you will never be Walkamo. You just a dumbass black nigga that is too stupid to realize what's going on around him. And a low budget DJ. You know? That's all, dog. You never had success with Walkamo dogs. Hell, like I said, I beat you and Sonny ass with a motherfucking damn Eli Jeep, dog. Y'all in the corner looking at each other like y'all surprised that Eli Jeep dog beat y'all ass. Yeah. Pass that money over. We out, bitch. It didn't take 30 minutes. You got your ass whipped with a humdinger dog, DJ Dynamite. Dog off a humdinger. By a Big John dog. But you didn't condition it. It got conditioned on my side of town. You never had success when it comes to bulldogging. So that's why you will block me off a page. It don't make no difference if you block me off the page when you still coming on my show watching and looking at what the hell I say. I don't even try to find your page to I could easily make a fake page myself and go get on your page. Why would I do that? I'm the one with the motion. Y'all don't got shit going on. You neither the fake Walkmore, neither the real Walkmore got shit going on right now. Yeah, Walkmore had their days, but them days over. You know. And like I said, man, yard man, being a yard boy was never in my motherfucking repertoire. I was a dog motherfucker from day one. Had dogs from day one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna clean up nobody else's shit, carry nobody else's water. When I got my own water to carry, my own shit to clean up, my own yard to rake. What the fuck I look like? DJ Dynamite? Or one of y'all motherfucking flunkies that get down in my comments. That's why you can't stop me. You know, that's why none of the shit you say matters to me. I just make content out of it. Now, I'm still waiting on y'all to tell me what you was doing in 2001. 25 years ago, what was you doing? Stop acting like them 25 years is 10 years and 15 years. I said 25 in 2001. You can't go back to damn 95 when we were talking about 30, 31 years. That'll take me what? I'm 46. Go back 31 years when I'm 14, 13, 14 years old. No, 96, I would have been about 17. About to graduate high school. 17, you know what I'm saying? 95, I'd have been about 16. So we can't go that far back. That's just too far for y'all. You know, go back to 2001. Salute to all my brothers from out there in the country area, right? Let's take it back to the mid 90s. You know, when my brother Big Willie had the tank dog. You know, anybody that know Big Willie from around my way, Big Willie, anybody that know him, he had a dog named Tank back in the mid 90s. I had a dog Hog Catcher back in the mid 90s. You know, this was I'm gonna say about 96, 95. I don't know what. It was the mid 90s. It wasn't no 99. Young bucks. Willie older than me, he had the pits before I had the pits, you know. But I'm just giving you to my brothers from the country, you know, that may know that brother. Ask him about the dog named Tank. Was you born then? If you our age or older, then you remember Tank. You know, if you our age or older, then you may remember Hog Catcher. You know what I'm saying? But it was what it was. Yard man wasn't on my repertoire. It ain't on my resume, homies. You know what I'm saying? That will get y'all mad. That will get y'all jealous, and that's what get y'all to hating. And like I said, I'm gonna keep spitting it, keep giving it to you. Been doing my thing. This ain't nothing new, dog. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of y'all brothers, you know, you happy to get your first, you go make your first 5 years in the pit bull game, your first 10 years in the pit bull game, fam. You know, this shit ain't nothing new to me, dog. Nothing new. Been dealing with yellow dogs all my motherfucking life. Not yellow in color, yellow in blood. Ask any of them boys. Ask any of them boys. Yeah. Oh, when they can't hit me right here, then they come talking about this. When they can't hit me right there, then they come talking about that. Man, hey, this face the fact, dog. I'm that channel that y'all want to watch. I'm that channel that you get your content from. I'm that motherfucker that you go watch his channel and see can we crack on him and get some views. You know. Salute to that brother that hit me up yesterday, day before yesterday. Salute to you, my brother. I ain't gotta call your name. Man, brother say, man, I see they ain't got nothing else to talk about. And I told you, fam, them motherfuckers don't got shit to talk about. Everything they got to talk about run out in a month's time. In a month's time, they ain't got shit else to talk about, and they want to start a pit bull channel. All the bully brothers, some of them, and big salute to my real bully brothers out there, right? Because some of y'all breeders, they get tangled up with what they got going on. They decide they want to drift over to the American Pit Bull Terrier game to talk about us brothers. What we got going on, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Listen, dogs, you ain't stopping no puppy sales I'm making. I don't understand what's y'all purpose. I really don't understand. I say let's go back to 95. You can't go that far back. I say let's go to 2001. You can't go that far back. Where you want to go at next? You know what I'm saying? 2005? A lot of y'all, I got to come all the way up to 2020 to talk about dogs. 2018, 2019 to talk about dogs. Nah, dog, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I said before, man, we been running Frisco dogs. When my partner bought them Frisco dogs he had, and we had the Black Chance dog on the yard. Garner's champion Black Chance on the yard. Man, y'all wasn't bulldogging. Like I said before, man, I done kicked a lot of y'all heroes' ass. The ones that y'all feel so high on, yeah, I done kicked their ass. And because I don't get up here and tell all the stories that I got, like I said before, I know a whole bunch of bulldog brothers that don't want to be in that YouTube stuff. So why would I do it? I don't got to prove nothing to you. I don't got to prove nothing to her or him. My shit is solidified. Solidified. Hold up. This pit bull tattoo. You see this pit bull tattoo? I can't really get my arm right. Pit bull tattoo. Get it so you can see it. Yeah. You see the tattoo right there? That tattoo, I had that tattoo on my arm longer than some of y'all even touched a fucking bulldog, man. The hell out of here. And you my age or older. Get the hell out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, man. Hold up. Tattoos I had, you know, before you was even bulldogging, before y'all brothers even touched dogs, I had these tattoos. Tatted up dog man, being a yard man ain't in my motherfucking repertoire. Homie, like I said though, North America, South America, you know what I'm saying? Europe, Africa, Asia, go in there and holler at them folk that's bulldoggers that watch YouTube, they know Pelican Bay. You know what I'm saying? Guarantee you, whether they might not even be YouTubers watching YouTube. I guarantee if they rocking with bulldogs and they in Europe, if they in Asia and they in Africa and they got pit bull terriers, the real American pit bull terriers, guarantee they know Pelican Bay. That will make y'all mad as well. You know, I did my thing when it come to advertising. I got out here and walked through the trenches. I got out here and did it the hard way. Got it from the mud up. Did my thing. You know what I'm saying? Got it out the mud. I mean, I can't help it, dog, that a lot of y'all don't got that drive in you. You want your dogs to be game, but you ain't game. I've been noticed that. Brothers want dogs to do shit that they not going to do. You know? Oh, you want to make the dog fight, but you won't fight a damn lick. Oh, you want to make the dog act like he want to shake something, you won't shake a lick. You stay as far as you can from a situation, but you want your dog to get in the situation. That's why your dog a fucking mutt, because the dog feeding off your energy. You know what I'm saying? My dogs know how I'm getting down. And they feeding off what the energy that I'm bringing. Working dogs. We dealing with working dogs. Is what it is, though, man. Is what it is. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I hate me too. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I do talk a lot of shit, but I can back my shit up. You know, I can back mine up, and that's for sure. Salute everybody that's watching the channel. Salute everybody. Shout out to everybody that's rolling and subscribe to the Pelican Bay's Corner. You know what I'm saying? All we gonna do is keep giving these brothers this dog talk, this dog news, making sure we keep our brothers on point out here, making sure our brothers know that we don't want them to get jammed up on the bad side of the fence. You know what I'm saying? And it just stay safe, stay legal, and that's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. Some gonna like it, and some ain't. Y'all have a great day. It's your boy PBK9s giving it like I always do, and I'm out.